Alright, so I just picked this up, and it is basically it attaches to this company, so NOCO's Genius. Genius makes battery trickle chargers or tenders. So basically I have the G750, which is their starting basically 0.75 I think milliamp that can charge your battery, and I usually have my battery taken out of my motorcycle, and if it has problems I'll plug it in with the little clamps. Problem is that I like to know if there is or what the status is of the battery, because I have a lot of stuff actually hooked up. It's nice to know what kind of status, and it's just good to have your battery sitting at 100% all the time if possible. So this, basically what I'm going to end up doing today is hooking this. You'll see it's going to have these two little adapters or clamps, whatever you want to call these, to go on the leads of my battery, and then this will hang out, I have to see where, around my seat, hopefully, so that I can plug it into the Genius adapter. Now it says that it is compatible with all Genius chargers, and includes mine, of course, so the 750. And just so you can see, one-handed, this is it. So there's the little leads at the ends, which will, let's take that out. One-handed is always fun. So these will go on to the positive and negative of my battery. It does have its own little fuse, so if something happens, that'll blow. I think it's a 10 amp fuse. That'll blow instead of anything else, which is good. And then finally, this piece here. I don't know if you can see that. Try to get there. Yeah, so there's the, the percentage-wise that'll go up, and basically this has a cap, so when it's on the bike, the adapter is not going to get dirty. Pop that off, and it plugs into the other end of the actual Genius charger. So I'm going to head out and try to put this on my bike. All right. Okay, so I'm outside now, and I've already taken my bike seat off, and usually the battery is underneath this whole mess of things, but luckily you take the side off and the battery kind of just slides out. So I'm going to end up wanting my the cable part to either come out on this side of the bike or down there. So I'm going to have to run the cables reverse into here to connect them, so that when I put the battery back in, the cable is going to come out through here. So I'm going to set that up, hook that up, and then I'll show you how it looks. Alright, cool. Okay, so on a side note, I've got the black one connected now, so now I'm doing the positive. But as you can see with this battery, right there, the part that the screw actually screws into is right there. So the issue is when I unscrew it, this piece drops, and then of course the screw isn't long enough to get it. So make sure if you have something like that, I put a screwdriver in there so that that piece doesn't fall, so it stays there. So when I unscrew it, I don't have to try to get it back in place again. It will be left right where it was. Makes it a little bit easier to get it back. So almost done. I got this piece there. As you can see, the cables are running through, and this is going to go here. These cables are going to stick out, and then I will figure out where I want to put them. I'll make that decision shortly. Alright, check back in a minute. Alright, so like 2 seconds later, it's in. I did the positive, and it was the negative, and it was much more of a pain than this one because I forgot the screwdriver part. So anyway, there you go, just a little tip. All plugged in. This of course is beeping, right? And you can see it's already telling me. I don't know where it is now. Here it is. 100%, right? So it's flashing at 100 for me. So the nice thing about this is that you can tell your status of your battery without actually having to look at it or plug it into anything, because it is plugged into this. On a side note, I was wondering how much charge this actually took, and if it would deplete the charge over time. And you know what, it does say it uses a little bit, but next to nothing. So again, with this is going to be plugged in almost most nights, especially this time of year where it's cold out. I don't know if you can see, we have hard to see, but first snow of the year. It's coming down. It's kind of snow rain, but it's there. It's November, so it's expected. But yeah, so this is there now, and what I'm going to do is just physically put the seat back and position it where I want it, and then we'll see how it looks. Alright, cool guys. Okay, so I got my seat back on, got the side panel back on, and you can kind of just see it down there flashing, doing its thing, telling me it's charged. So what I'm going to do now is, you can see there's my charger plugged into an extension cord, and it comes back to these clamps. So I'm going to, hopefully I can do this one hand. So there's the clamp right there. Alright, unplug that, which means this piece here should go into this. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second because I can't do this, but this is going to plug in there. So we shall see shortly. Hold on one second. Okay, plugged in. Nice and easy, charging away. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to zoom right in. There's the charger, and what you may not have seen before is that that little light on it. Usually what happens is both lights go red, which means that it's charging a 12-volt battery, and this light here would be red as well, saying that it's charging. But since my battery's at 100%, it says it's 12-volt battery and it's fully charged. But it'll keep it that way, which is fantastic. So now, every night when I come home, doesn't matter how cold the weather is, I'm just going to snap this in, unplug it in the morning, and off I go. So awesome. I'm going to make sure I put one of these, I think, on the new bike that I'm getting next spring, so on the Vulcan. So should be nice, keep them charged all the time, battery's in good shape. Supposedly they say they'll give you a couple extra years if you do this to your battery, just to keep it, you know, at a good charge. So, you know, this cost 15 bucks. I saw them on Amazon for like 11, but I wanted it right away again because of the weather. The charger itself, again on Amazon, I think I saw it for between $30 and $40, so not too bad. So yeah, very pleased. So for about, you know, $50 mark around taxes, pretty good. It's a nice little representation of how your battery's running, and easy to install. Alright guys, talk to you again later. Ciao.